Hey guys, Jason here with Epic Bait Molds, and today we're going to go over the 2.8 inch trout worm. This is a 12 cavity mold. If I open it up, you can see the cavities there. There's 12 worm-like cavities measuring 2.8 inches long. This body is extremely similar to the 3-inch egg worm mold, and we just did a video on that, so if you're curious about the egg worms, go check that out. There's two sizes of egg worms in that video. But let's get to pouring this guy and show you what these look like. This bait is going to be awesome if you love trout fishing or just finesse fishing or micro fishing in general. You can put these on jig heads and fish them on the bottom or swim them through the water column, or you can wacky rig it and throw it around structure and let it sink super slow. And you could actually put this on a hook and put it under a bobber and kind of drift it through areas like in rivers and creeks. So let's start off with Bait Plastic's 242 Plastisol. You can also step this down to a softer blend if you'd like, have more wiggliness in the action. And we're only going to do half a cup today because this is a small amount of Plastisol is required to fill this. These cavities are tiny. So we'll get this heated up to over 360 degrees and then we'll mix our color. This guy should be done now. Let's see. 370 degrees. So let's go right into the degas chamber, get the bubbles out. Let's take this guy out. Bring it over here and start mixing our colors. So to start off on this guy, we're going to do with this semi-transparent pink from Barlow's. Who does not love a good pink looking worm? 1, 2, 3. And that's 10 drops. So if this was a normal cup of Plastisol, that would be 20 drops, but we have a half cup, so we're going to do 10 drops. And it looks very transparent. And remember, this bait is very thin, so we're going to do another 10. Okay, and I might have put an extra one in there, but that is okay. So that is 20 drops, which would be 40 drops if you're doing 1 gallon. And it's still transparent. So to spice it up, let's go with this chameleon glitter. This is the small chameleon glitter. And this is an 1/8 teaspoon. Put that in there. Let's mix that up and see what it looks like before we add another 1/8. And that is actually looking good, but I want a little more. So we're gonna do another 1/8 teaspoon in there just to give this a lot more shimmer in the water. And something I'm noticing too, this pink is kind of a little bit more on the red side, just of note if you're using this pigment. So let's take our temperature. We are at 308 degrees, nice and cold. That's actually really cold, but I think since our mold is slightly warm to the touch, I warmed it up a little. Let's put the glasses on, get our clamps on our mold, one on each end, and we should be good to go. Got our 8-ounce N2 injector here. We're gonna draw this up. Move over. Come down, and we're gonna hold a little bit of arm weight on there for about 5 to 7 seconds, and that should help with any issues of denting. There we go. Man, that is a cool pink. I think it's actually gonna look more pink now that it's thinned out than it looked like in here. In here it looks very red almost, but I think in here it's actually starting to look pink if you look at that. Wow. It has been about a minute and we are already ready to demold. So let's open this up. Oh man, look at that. Those look so good. Man. And you'll notice as I get these up in the light, they actually go more pink, and then that flake we put in there has a little bit of different colors of shimmer kind of sunken within that pink. It looks really, really good, gives it some extra pop. So let's pull these guys off just by picking them like that. They come off nice and clean. We'll set these down. Remember to line them up nice and straight or you have crooked worms. And then I want to show you guys, and I want to see also what this looks like laminated with a side that is white. So we'll do a pretty opaque white, and then we'll shoot the same color on the other side to kind of see if we can get that pink to really pop. So we'll stick our mold back together. A new cup. Do some 242 again from bait plastics. Do half a cup. And we'll mix our pigments once it's up to temperature. All right, so I have half a cup of bait plastics 242, all heated up, degassed, and ready to go. I'm gonna take some bait plastics white and just put about, that was, I believe, 8 drops in there. I might go to 10. Let's just see what that looks like. That's looking pretty good. I'm gonna do 10 because this is a thin bait. So 2 more drops. There we go. There's our 10 drops in white. And that is it for the white. So now I've been heating up our other plastisol over here. Let's get our glove on and pull this out. See where that is at. So we are gonna shoot these 2 colors together into this one mold. And as you can see, these are very thin baits, so it's super critical. You don't have your blending block crooked. You want it to be perfectly perpendicular on the top of your mold there. And that goes with any dual color baits you're making. You want that thing to be perfectly squared up. That way your colors go all the way down and perfectly laminate each cavity. So we're at 342 and 361. So we're gonna let these cool off a second. And another thing that's important, we are going into winter here, guys. It's getting colder outside. Just working in here, I've noticed that our molds are a lot colder. Our injector is a lot colder. So it is always a good idea to warm them up slightly. We use this, you can use a heat gun. It's just a little torch. We just hit them with it and take that cold edge off your molds. If you don't, you're gonna have a lot of issues with denting and incomplete pores and things like that. So it's just good to take that cold edge off your mold no matter what style mold you're using. And also, if you're working on a metal surface, try to put something like this piece of silicone here down between your molds and that surface to keep more of the heat from transferring into that metal surface. So now that I've killed a few seconds, let's see where we're at. We are at 328 degrees and 339. So I'm gonna stir this one to cool it off a little bit faster. Okay, we are at 325 and 320. So a little bit more on this one and we'll be good to go. And we're shooting nice and cool because we want nice crispy laminates on there. Let's get our spoons out of the way. And this does not matter which way, it does not say back or belly, so it does not matter which way you shoot it as long as one color is on one half and one is on the other half. So let's draw this up. There we go. And then once you get your injector on there, make sure to purge a little bit. That clears the injector out, gets the plastisol in the runners, and then inject and hold pressure for just a few seconds here. And we should be good. All right, let's get our clamps off here. And demold. Oh. That actually brightened up. If I put one of these next to it, it brightened up the pink, and the white is also pretty translucent, which actually looks really, really good. So if I kind of roll this over, you can see the two halves. Insane how it made that pink turn more of a light pink color, but then you kind of get the ability to shift colors like that in the water as it's fishing, either under your bobber or on your jig head. It kind of will flash between the two colors, and it has that awesome chameleon glitter in there, which gives you kind of this, it's probably hard to see on the camera, but this like subtle flashes of like blue and green and whatnot down inside the bait. So that is looking really, really, really awesome. And that is it, guys. Lay those out just like we laid out the other ones and let them sit for about a day and you are good to go. Until next time, guys, fish on.